Me back. Coming at you from ChooseYourRelationships.com. Offer of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. It's Friday night. What up? My boy doing big thing, bro. Who's your boy? Friday night. I followed you for a minute. I just dumped this chick. Why you dumped her? You, my boy. I mean, you. Oh, okay. You talking about me? Gotcha. I'm trying to change my life, but can't figure out how to do so or where to start. Why you can't figure out where to start? Or what do you want to change? What do you want to see come about? That's what you have to ask before you start to make any type of change. Why do you want to change? You know, that's first thing I would say. Why change? I dumped her because she was trying to control the dynamics of the relationship. Oh yeah, she trying to control you. She got to go. I feel you on that. I'm in a quarter life crisis. I'm 25. You're 25. Yo, you still young, man. You're 25, bro. Relax. You're a young man. You're 25. You can screw off for another 10 years and you'll be 35. You still be young. You sound like you're in panic mode, man. You need to relax. That's what you need to do. Experiment at 25. Experiment. Try different careers, opportunities, and see which one sticks. See which one likes. See which one you like. Focus on attaining some sort of skill set that you can use to leverage in the long term. And focus on your relationships. What's up, Loving Homes? What the title mean? The title means it is what it is. It is what it is. That's what the title says. It is what it is. That's what we're going to talk about tonight. The relationships are not hard, but it ain't easy either. Dude needs to focus on his goals. Yeah, he's a young man. You need to focus on. First thing you need to do before you focus on your goals, you need to figure out what you like to do. What do you like? Like, what are your hobbies? If you don't have one, you have to find things that you like to do. And the only way you're going to do that is to try stuff. Try different things. Well, you said, yeah, why are you single, Loving Homes? Why are you single? Yeah, where everybody from? Where you from? Yeah, why are you single, Loving Homes? That's funny. I want to marry the girl of my dreams, but I haven't seen her in 7 years, so I don't know how to approach it. I haven't seen her since high school. Where is she? And what makes her the woman of your dreams? She must be a hell of a girl. My God. If you haven't seen her in 7 years, man, maybe it's time for you to move on. No disrespect. I just don't think people should put their lives on hold like that. I see that people make it hard by having unreasonable expectations and not figure the person to know them at all. I messed up from this world is what these women stay in Singapore. I'm from East Flatbush, Brooklyn. Brooklyn! Never ever get married. Nah, I'm not gonna say never ever get married, but I think if you're gonna get married, you should get married the way you want to get married, and not the way your family or your grandmother or your parents got married. Don't try to follow anybody else if you're gonna get married. If you're gonna do it, do it. Do it the way y'all want to do it as a couple. That's what I would say. The mistake a lot of people make is they try to follow their parents and what their grandparents did. And most of the time it doesn't work. So I've been told so many guys are fucked up these days, so I'd rather stay alone. Not saying women aren't evil, but I can't speak for them. I can only speak for myself. This would be my first. It's not that bad. Loving homes. It's not that bad. There's a lot of problems out here. A lot of troubled people out here, no doubt about it. But just keep this in mind. You're only gonna attract who you are. That's the best you can do. That's the best you're ever gonna do. Just keep that in mind. It gets better. Once you become a better person, things get better. That's been my experience. That's been my experience. Yeah, the better you become, the better your relationships tend to get. The better quality of people. I want to attract the opposite. Why? You couldn't attract the opposite even if you tried. Why do you want to attract the opposite though? Hey, you know what? Hey, anybody want to call up 800-315-8230. Hey, call up Loving Homes. Yeah, I want to know what do you mean by that? Why you want to attract the opposite? That's hilarious. Oh, like this video. Share this video. Share this video with everybody you know. Your sister, your brother, your parents, your cousin, whoever. Everybody needs to focus on their relationships. We got a troll in the building. Oh boy. You know, if you don't have any trolls, if you don't have no haters, something ain't right. Yeah, I just did put it in the chat. I'll do it again. 800-315-8203. Yeah, you got to think about it. The quality of your relationships, the quality of your life is going to be dictated upon the relationships you have. It is what it is. Hey, what's up?
Hey, Sharp, what's up, bro?
Now, where you calling?
Man.
Where you calling from? New York.
Yeah, man, I'm calling from BA. Yeah, I'm originally from New York, Crown Heights, bro.
Oh, what's going on? Who are you in the chat?
Not much, man. H22 Sparks.
Oh, okay, got you. So yeah, you was talking about some girl.
Yeah, man. Okay, let me just say it like this. Like, you know how when you're on your purpose and whatnot. Now, I'm the kind of person that I used to deal with the BS and the nonsense of these chicks out here that, you know, didn't have that value, formerly known as a simp, right?
Okay.
And I started to change my ways after I woke up from the Matrix and saw the BS and the nonsense of what it was, staying on my purpose, focusing on my goals, and becoming more of an alpha male, you know, not taking any shit, doing what I got to do, making money, and just disregarding this chick and working on my purpose in life. Now, I think a lot of men don't see that, and they have very little respect for themselves. You have to respect yourself, and for those that don't respect you, let them get checked to the curb. You know, that's just the way how I see it. So let me start the story off slow. Me and Shorty, we met. We was chilling and everything, vibing on the website and whatnot. So I met her, started chilling with her, talking to her and everything. Things started going in a good, you know, direction. We went to lunch and everything. Of course, I didn't pay for it because I'm not going to pay you. You know, I'm not going to pay for your lunch right away. We're going to go half and half. And then we get into the dynamic of you paid and I paid and you paid and I paid. So then shortly thereafter, I noticed that her situation started to change. Her direction and course in the relationship started to change. She was talking about getting married. I told her no. She was talking about, yeah, when we move in together. I told her no because I'm comfortable in my own spot, in my own space. You know, just in case if things don't work out, I could always, you know, retreat back to safety, my castle, my rules. You know, I'm not trying to live with no females right now. I've been into certain situations where I moved in with a chick because I wasn't ready, or I allowed a chick to move in with me, and shit just totally went south, haywire. You know, when they become unstable emotionally. I'm not trying to really fuck with that. I'm trying to, you know, do what I got to do. Have these chicks, you know, wrapped around my finger, sweating me, and just, you know, do what I got to do. If I don't want to be bothered with her, I got my own space to crash at. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So hey,
you know, multiple cars.
So how long did it take for her to start talking about moving in and getting married?
Oh, nah, man. She was moving in too fast because I noticed that she knew I was a prize. So right away, she wanted to have me because she knew I wasn't too invested in her like that.
Well,
you know, with the opposites attract and those.
So how old are you and how old is she?
I'm only 36 and she's 39.
Oh, yeah, she's on that clock.
Yeah, she on that clock, so she already know what time it is. Like you said before. As men get older, our value only goes up. As women get older, their value goes down.
No doubt.
So she saw that. She saw the whole situation for what it was. So you know what? She tried to control the dynamic. Usually, like when we go in, you know, we lay down together. We get the ball started or whatever, and I'm putting my moves in it on her and shit.
Yeah.
She figured, hey, you know what? I just want to stop doing certain things. You know, certain things sexually.
Who, she said that? She said that?
Yeah, she said that. All right, I'm going to put it to you like this. I'm not going to try to be nasty on your show, but, you know, I asked her for some. I didn't even ask her. I was like, you know, go through the ritual. You know, you got to get me started off first. You got to fuck me off or, you know, give me some head or whatever. So, you know, I was telling her, like, you know, this is like what I like to have before I begin my work. You know what I'm saying? Create my craft. Working. So then she was like, well, I just don't feel like doing that. You know, no more. I'm like, what's going on?
Why is that?
Nah, because check it out. I found out that later on that as a younger woman, she was touched. So she's damn it's good. So I said, oh, hell the fuck no.
She was touched.
Mileage, touched, man, like molested.
Oh,
you know
well, just come up. Well, just say, well, just say she was molested. That's all. It's okay. You can say that. Yeah, okay. So wait a minute. Nah. But that don't have. If she used to do something with you and she stopped doing it, that's different.
Yeah, that shit don't add up. So I was just like, man, fuck that. I'm not gonna bother with this chick no more because she still hasn't let go, and when they still haven't let go like that, there's something that's gonna come of it. You know, that's even worse.
She's trying to. She's trying to be a control freak. That's all.
Yeah, so what I told her, I said, oh, nah, sweetheart, I don't do things like that. And I basically, you know what I'm saying, killed that situation over the phone. I didn't even want to be with her, like, face to face, because it's not worth my time. You know what I'm saying? So I told her straight up. I was like, I said, yo, all right, so...
You broke up with her over the phone, man.
I broke up with her over the phone, bro. I ain't got no... Hey, it's technology, right? It's more convenient for me. I'm not trying to miss out on working on my purpose, getting my money.
Well, wait, how long y'all been talking?
Like 2 months, man.
Oh no, that ain't long. It's okay. It's okay. I thought it's been like a year or something like that. I thought it was like a year or two. Oh, 2 months, y'all didn't 2 months y'all didn't really know anything about each other anyway, so it doesn't matter. You know.
Yeah, I didn't want her really knowing too much of shit about me, man. Being that she was that emotional when I let that go, because I was just like, okay, look, you know, everybody has a past. You know, everybody has some shit that happened that's really wrong to them in such a way. I don't mean to sound to be soft or anything like that, but you know, shit happens. Get over it. Life goes on. I know there are certain situations where, you know, you couldn't just wish your way out of. But
no, but if you get molested, some people are scarred for life when it comes to that, bro. What happens, and this is coming from a person that was molested. I was molested too. But I'm trying to tell you, some people never really deal with it. They kind of tuck it away and act like it never happened. And they're not even aware that some of the things that they do it stems from what happened, but they never really dealt with it, so they don't even realize it. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that. That's true. That's true, Sharp. But the whole thing is this, though. I already explained to her what the situation was. She told me that, but then you try to turn around and control the relationship. I don't do that.
Yeah,
I
feel you.
I don't feel like doing this, that. Yeah, well, she said, well, I don't really feel like doing this and that, and let's do this, and this. And then she tried to flip it with the narcissistic mentality, saying, well, I'll only do this just to make you happy.
Oh no, I don't want. Oh no, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Nah, like, you know, she tried to make it sound like she was doing me a favor, and I was like, oh no. And then I just told her straight up. I told her straight up. I said, okay, you know. She said, well, you know, what are you doing later on tonight? I'm like, you good? So she said, well, what is that supposed to mean? I just said, Mom, like, you know, you're good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna play around.
Y'all had a bad start.
Yeah. So I said, you know, like, nah, you know, I'm good. So she said, well, what you mean you're good? Then she tried to hit me up. I didn't answer the phone, calling, leaving me messages, crying her ass off. And I'm like, nah, you know, this isn't that type of dynamic.
You know, I'm surprised that she told you she was molested. Really?
I mean, she told me, but eventually, you know, we always figure it out in the end anyway.
Nah, most people ain't gonna tell you that, especially in the beginning. Yeah, most people won't tell you that, man. But all right, man. Thanks for calling.
Not a problem. Thanks, bro.
Yeah. What's up, Walter? Walter Payton in the house. Florida in the house. Yeah. So anybody want to call up? 800-315-8203. Hey, call up, Walter. Walter been around. Walter been around for long. You've been around for a while. Yeah, call up, man. You've been around for a while. Immaculate Works in the house. Like the video. Share this video. Everybody you know. Your sister, your brother, your cousin. You know, everybody should focus on the relationships that they have. And not be so focused on the relationships that they don't have. This is a mistake that a lot of people make. Really. Big mistake that a lot of people make. People focus, because, you know, a lot of people are always looking for the next new thing. So they'll hop around. They'll go from person to person, trying to look for something new. But reality, most people you meet are going to be the same. Yeah, most people you meet, they're not going to be so different, really. Unless you go from East Coast to West Coast, or North to South, or overseas. But for the most part, wherever you at in your town, in your city, most people you're going to meet, they're going to be the same. For the most part. They're not going to be very different. That's how it is. You know? What's up?
What's up, John?
Is Walter?
Yeah, it's Walter, man.
What's going down, man?
Hey, man, they checking out the show, man. I hear all the fellas on there, man, going through some little troubles, man. They go. Hey, boy, I be laughing all the time, man. They got to figure it out, man.
Yeah, man.
All that desperate for love and they friends and relationships. They think they got to be in one. And listening to their mom and grandma and all this. It's hot. Man, it don't like that no more, man.
Yeah, man. This is a different time today. You know, different rules, stuff that worked for your parents or your grandparents. I'm gonna say a good 80% of that stuff ain't gonna work today. Because, you know, the morals is different, the values is different, the environment is different. So it is what it is, man. You know?
Yeah. I mean, what the problem is, a lot of the guys, man, in the 30s and 40s, they stuck in this little zone, man. The young guys, they have a better chance. The older guys, they go through a breakup, man.
Oh, they finished.
They ain't used to that kind of stuff, man. They can't handle it, man.
No, they can't. Let me tell you, one of the biggest problems with a lot of guys is that they're too judgmental, man, of women. I mean, they have this idea that women are supposed to be like perfect. I'm like, no, man, you ain't gonna get no finished product woman. Not in the United States of America. It ain't happening.
No.
Not in this country. You can't play in the mud without getting dirty. Not in America.
And we call it playing the field, man. Hey, you gonna get some dirt on you, man, if you going in.
Yeah, so women, you feel like they can't be who they want to be around the guy that they with, because he's gonna, judge her and name call, and so that throws the dynamics of the relationship off. So, because she always have to feel like she has to play. She feels like she has to play a role with the guy at home, and then she'll have a guy on the side, and the guy on the side is she's comfortable around him because she's being who she is.
Yeah, they usually gotta go to be a little happy on with the side piece.
Yeah, so man, that's
yeah.
It don't gotta be like that though. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
but most don't want to be controlling, so we gonna keep our guards up too now.
Well, yeah,
a lot of people,
you kind of have to because you really don't know who the other person is.
Exactly. Exactly, man. That's why I say, man, you gotta get yourself together, man. Get your money right. Get your own place. So I just played the field, man. I built my house, man. With my 3 boys in college. I got a son playing for North Carolina Central out there with you, man. He play running back.
Oh, for real? No, North
Carolina Central. He play running back.
Hey, where North Carolina Central at?
It's in Durham. What is it, Durham?
Oh,
it's close to Raleigh.
Oh, Durham.
Durham or something like that.
Durham.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's about 2 hours from me. So how long you?
Yeah.
How often you go up there?
My son just got a scholarship there last year. He only been up there 1 year.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
He transferred from another college. From a junior college. He played ball up there.
Oh,
This
okay.
his first year of his last year.
Well, he's starting or what?
Yeah, they got this the running back ahead of him, but he get a lot of playing time.
Oh, that's good.
He get a lot of playing time. Yeah, he get a lot of playing time, man.
That's
It's
good.
about 3 or 4 running backs, and he be the second man on the field. And he get a lot of playing time. He being in the first quarter, it might be 3 or 4 plays, and he in right then. But then this other guy that he been there from his freshman year, so they can't just take him out like that.
Yeah, that's true. You're right about that.
Yeah, they got to be flat. But he get a lot of playing time in his first year, man. You don't put the really touch the field your first year. They had some other guys there ahead of him. So
yeah.
So it's all good. It's all good, man.
Yeah, man. But all right, man. Thanks for calling, man.
Yeah, man. I've been checking you out a long time, man. Good to hear from you, man.
All right, same to you. Peace.
All right, y'all.
Here, I want immaculate. I want what my grandpa and grandma had. Heck, my parents also. They've been together for 50 years? Yeah, that's kind of rare. Most people I know that's been together for 50 years, they dead, man. Yeah, most people I know that's been together for 50 years, they dead. They're gone. I believe I got to keep 6, 9 women on call to feel the same. It's not wrong with having more than one woman, as long as you can handle it. Is his real name Walter Payton? I don't think so. I don't think so. I could be wrong though. Yeah, man. I think a lot of guys are very judgmental when it comes to women. And see, that's a problem. He's my favorite football. Yeah, exactly. That's not his real name. That's his favorite football player. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of that's a problem when guys tend to be judgmental because women don't like to be judged. And see, a lot of guys have this image of how they see women or how they want women to be. And as soon as a woman displays something that he doesn't like, the guy, he'll never look at her the same again. And see, I'm gonna say a good 70% of everything you've been told about women, that ain't how it is. That's wrong. Women be doing stuff out here. They're not. They're not who you think they are. Now, on a surface level, women are basically actors. In most cases, they're actors. They're pretenders. Because you have to understand, in society, there's such a thing as social programming. There's social game rules. There's context. There's certain things you shouldn't do, you shouldn't say in public, or you shouldn't say around people. That's on the surface level. Now, below that level is what I call the underworld. Is what really goes down behind the scenes, when behind the curtains, so to speak. So if you get with a woman, especially in the early stages of getting to know a woman, and if you can't get past her social programming, you never really know her. You don't really know who she is. You have to challenge her. And she has to trust that you're not going to judge her or put her out there, or, be a blabbermouth and go tell everybody what you did to her. Because women, for the most part, they care about their image, on how people see them and how they're perceived in public, whether they're on their job or their friends or family or whoever. So this is why if you date a woman, you're really dating the people around her, her friends, because you have to be able to fit in with the group in some type of way, some variation, some type of way. And a lot of guys don't realize this. It's one thing if you're smashing. It's one thing. You can smash any girl. It doesn't matter what she do. Doesn't matter her class, what type of job she got, her career, rich, poor, whatever. You can smash all of them if you have enough game. I mean, that's just on a, just raw biological level. You can smash almost any woman. But when it comes to dating, that's a different story. That's a different story, yeah. So in this society, everybody deals with this. You're dealing with the I call raw attraction. And then you have social programming. So you have raw attraction and social programming. And raw attraction, you get who you are, not what you want. So attraction is not a choice. You can't decide that you want to be attracted to a man or a woman. It just happens organically. Now, you can fake it. You can perpetrate. You can hang out on the red carpet like a lot of these people do in Hollywood. A lot of these entertainers do. That's just for show. But that man or that woman, that doesn't mean they're being fulfilled sexually. That's why a lot of people, they got to have something on the side from time to time. So if you want to call up, 800-315-8203. So everyone has to deal with, social programming, what's going on in society. So most people are kind of going back and forth. This is why some people like me, I say, forget what's going on in society. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't care what's going on in society. I live by my own rules. I do what I want to do. Basically, if I don't want to, I don't live up to society standards. I have my own standards. I have my own way of thinking, way of being. And some people get to that point. I don't want to be, I don't do holidays. I don't do holidays. I don't wait until the holidays to do something special for the people that I care about, people that I have relationships with. That's what the common man and common woman do. They'll wait until Valentine's Day, wait until Christmas, wait until New Year's Eve to do something different, to do something special with the people around them. And they say they're doing it for the other person, but in reality, they're really doing it for themselves. And that's why most relationships doesn't work. Because everybody's they're like a cog in the wheel. They're trying to follow everybody else, because most people have that herd mentality. But the only problem is they're following people, and they're not even aware if it works. They're not even aware even if it works for the other person. Forget about working for them. So, relationships doesn't have to be that complicated. If you strip out all the going to the restaurant, going to the bar, going to the party, getting dressed, going on a vacation, hanging with your friends, going to the cookout. It's really simple. Two people come together in relations, and they're supposed to be going somewhere like a ship. Relationship. You're supposed to be going somewhere. So it's all about coming together like Voltron. That's what relationships really is supposed to be about. But unfortunately, it doesn't work out that way in most cases. Because people tend to do what they feel in the moment. So, hey, this is why a lot of times people find their way in tight situations, because they didn't have the right intentions even before they got in a relationship. And then when it falls apart, most people will blame the other person, even though they knew when they got in a relationship, they didn't have good intentions from the get-go. But they tricked themselves into thinking that they didn't do anything wrong because they don't want to take responsibility, and they don't want to hold themselves accountable. Sad but true. You know, and us being in this society, we have the mindset that we treat relationships like it's supposed to be like a vacation, and as soon as you get into a disagreement or an argument, people tend to want to bail out. They tend to want to take the path of least resistance. They don't want to be confrontational. They don't want to do anything to solve the problems. You know, they kind of want to act like the other person is supposed to make them happy. But happiness is an inside job. That's how it works. You know, if you're trying to look for somebody else to make you happy, you're gonna keep failing. You're gonna keep disappointing yourself. Because, you know, we've been conditioned through religion mostly that whatever you want, you have to go outside yourself. You go outside yourself for everything. Jesus, God, everything. You go outside. People automatically do this. Whatever they want, they got to go outside themselves. They never look inside. Whatever they want, it has to be elsewhere because I'm not good enough. And that's a mistake. That's a mistake because everything you want, all the answers is inside of you. It's just laying dormant. And you have to activate that. And the only way you're going to be able to activate what's laying dormant inside you is to raise your energy, raise your level of consciousness. And once you raise your level of consciousness, then your level of consciousness is going to be in alignment with your body. And then your ideas, your thoughts can be in alignment with your actions, things that you want to do. And this is part of the reason why a lot of people get depressed, because they have all these ideas in their heads, but they can't get it together. They can't bring it together. That's why a lot of people get depressed, because every time they start something, they quit. It doesn't work out. It falls apart. So people start, quit, start, quit, start, quit. If the relationship get boring, the bullshit begins. Yeah, that's how most people. Yeah, a lot of people like that. If they get bored, most people will start looking elsewhere. Yeah, most people they automatically do this. They're looking for the next new, fresh smash, fresh new. It's that feeling that they get, dopamine. That dopamine feeling. It's kind of like when people get high, wherever they popping pills or sniffing cocaine or using whatever type of drug they use, if they not getting that high, and I talked about this in a previous video. I think this was a Patreon video. If women stay like low, because relationships go up and down, but if that relationship stays low, not much energy, if women stay in that state of mind for too long, they're going to get bored. That's when boredom sets in. They get bored. And then they're going to be looking, whether unconsciously or consciously, she's going to meet some guy, or it could be a woman. Could be a woman too. She's going to meet somebody, and she's going to get that dopamine feeling, that high from elsewhere, and she's going to leave you. If she stays in that state, that low state of mind, low energy for a long time, if she can leave with, I guess, very little consequences, they'll do it. The only reason most people don't leave is because of the consequences. It's because of what they have to lose, or et cetera, et cetera. That's how it is. So if they can't leave completely with very little loss, the next thing to do is sneak out on the side. Have a side chick or side dude. And this happens all the time. This is a common thing in America. As a matter of fact, the longer you're in a relationship with a woman, that breeds separation. Yeah. I had an old guy told me this. He said, unity breeds separation. But how you fight that is to do things together. You grow, you have to grow together, doing something. It could be working out. It could be teaching a class. It could be traveling. It could be hiking. It could be whatever it is, whatever y'all have in common. Y'all have to be building together. That's how you fight that. That's how you fight the urge of separation. Started always exciting. Got to keep that in. Yeah, you got to keep that energy. But the only way you keep that energy, you have to build together. And that could be anything. Whatever y'all come up with. Like, I give you an example. I know a couple that they have a YouTube fitness channel. They do that together. Now, something like that, that's going to keep them together for a long time. Because that's bigger than them. The fitness channel that they're building is bigger than them. So that's going to keep them together. That's going to keep their minds occupied. Because if a woman is sitting there, if she has too much free time, she's going to be thinking about all the stuff she wants to do. Yeah, this is how if a woman has too much free time, she's going to be sitting there thinking about all the stuff she wants to do. You ain't spending no time with me. And whoop-de-doo. We heard this the same sorry story before. They're afraid of that wall. That's why they stay on the hunt. Yeah. I think a lot of women are afraid of the wall. They're definitely aware of it, but they don't know when that wall gonna come. 800-315-8203. Yeah, they don't know when that wall gonna come, man. That's the thing, you know. The Great Wall has never been defeated. The mirror, dude. Yeah, the mirror. But you know, the funny thing is a lot of women, more 65. A lot of women, yeah, call up. We can talk about the wall. Yeah, I was about to say something about that. I'll wait till you call up. Oh, man. The wall, the Great Wall has never been defeated. But one thing is a lot of women will hit the wall and they'll still be in good shape. They still might be attractive. But that doesn't mean that they're going to be in demand, or guys are going to be checking for them, or they. Yo.
Hey, Sharp Gang.
What's going on, man?
What's up, man? It's Dez, Immaculate Works.
Yeah, I was about to say before you call, I was saying a lot of women.
Yeah, I wanted to hear that part. I missed that part right there.
Yeah, I was saying a lot of women, when they hit the wall, a lot of these women are still attractive, still fairly attractive. A lot of them in good shape, but that doesn't mean that doesn't mean that they're gonna be still in demand, and guys are gonna be checking for them like that. And that doesn't mean that they're, you know, they have like high value. That doesn't mean that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Cause
this girl was hot back in high school. Was the finest thing at the high school. I didn't go to that high school, but I knew her from that high school. And she was off the chain. She was the best looking girl at that school. But I was a friend. I was in the friend zone all those years. 20 to 30 years later, get to catch up with her. Wall hits. She's not like she used to be, but she was fine as thing. So I remember her when she was like that. Same thing with my wife, my ex-wife. She was like, I remember how she was, so I still love her, you know?
Yeah.
But when that wall hits, man, oh my God. She looked like Down syndrome. It was bad. It was bad, man.
You didn't.
And I tried to love.
You wasn't attracted to her no more.
No, I was still attracted to her because I still see the girl.
Okay.
I see still the girl from before.
Okay.
I still see the girl from before, no matter what she looks like now.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh my God, I still love you. And I like you, and I still like you. I remember the girl when she was super fine.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to do everything I can to be a good man, be nice.
No, you hold up. You hold up.
You talking?
Well, hold up. You talking about your ex-wife or the girl from high school?
No. We're talking about the girl that hit the wall.
Okay.
The ex-wife went to the wall beforehand. But no, the girl 30 years ago, high school, the best looking chick I've ever seen in my life. And I still see girls that have that same quality, but she lost it. But I was trying to be the good man for her, and she still did me wrong.
So what? So wait a minute. So what she did?
No matter what I did, she said, I want to be courted. I said, I've been waiting for you for 20-some years.
Oh, hell no.
Here I am. I'm going to do everything right. This is it. She said, let's get our retirement right. Let's get retirement straight. And let's get everything straight. Let's do everything. And then get all this stuff. Let's be together for the rest of our lives. I'm like, oh, yes, it's going to be on. Now I'm on. I got the finest girl from that school from 20-some years ago. And she's not the finest no more. But I remember that. And I'm like, I'm just going to be right for this woman. She wants to have my babies and everything. So I'm trying. I'm doing everything. The sex was great. The body was still a little bit intact.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I still remember the girl. And I'm like, oh, God, this was the finest girl in high school. But I still went through the same antics as meeting these new girls. The same crap. She had been ran through by so many other guys that I just still...
No, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. How did you know she been ran through? How could you tell?
Well, man, all right, let's go to sex then. Well, I'm going to tell you, sex was crazy. I've never had nobody tell me, get it, come on. Get oh my, what? Are you serious?
She was a monster in the sack.
After like 30-some strokes, I'm like ready to pass out.
She was a monster in the sack. She was a monster.
Yeah. Somebody done beat that up so many times. So many people have went through there. And I met a guy, and I had a picture on my phone of the old pictures from high school. And I said, man, you won't believe who I'm with now. And they said, oh, man, yeah, man, I know who you talking about. He said, man, when you hit it, you better hit it good and get away. I didn't understand what he meant until that weak relationship with her ended. And I said, oh, my God, this girl's been ran through too many times. And, yeah, by famous artists, people who are musicians, rappers, and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Actors.
Oh, entertainment. She's one of them. She like. Oh, she like being around entertainers.
Yeah, she was out there.
Yeah, she got ran through. Yeah.
Was trying to keep the trophy. I was trying to keep the trophy.
Well, wait a minute. How old was she?
It's like any girl. What's that?
How old was she at the time when you met her after all these years?
Maybe 1 year younger than me. I'm right at 48. So 1 year younger than me.
Oh no.
She was going through menopause.
So now around that age, man, I ain't trying to. I ain't spending a lot of time around now. I ain't doing it.
I knew you did.
No, I get. There's some women. There's some women I know that's in the 40s and 50s, but I don't spend a lot of time around them. I don't.
Right.
You know, I just.
I know. Yeah, after spending that time with her for that whole week, it was a 1 week relationship. I got in the first night in there. I was like, and spent $200 on lunch. On dinner, and
$200. Where y'all went at? Y'all went to 5-star restaurant? Y'all went. Goddamn! You went to Capitol Grill? Shit.
Yeah, I like to try the wild chick, man, but I see that's not even.
Hold up. Where you live at?
I'm in Dallas.
Oh yeah, Dallas. Yeah, Dallas. Yeah, Dallas. Yeah, Dallas is expensive. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, you got a place called Three Forks. You're not gonna get out of there without paying $200.
3 4. Yeah, I heard about that.
The water is $16. So yeah, everything in there is too high. But hey, the girl I took, she's in North Carolina now. The other girl I took, but she's in North Carolina. She ran off on me, and I was paying for a condo in North Carolina, and she ran off on me as soon as I got caught up with the law here on child support. But she took my money and she went to North Carolina. So she's up in Charlotte now. But I'm like, oh my God. But she was like, at the 5-star place, she was like, these aren't green beans from a can. I was like, yeah, they probably grow those right in the backyard of the restaurant. That's the kind of stuff I try to do. I try to do good things. But I think those good things are not working anymore.
No. If you're gonna do stuff like that, do it because you want to do it, not because of you're trying to impress her or nothing like that. Hell with that. That never works. Yeah.
I see, and that's why I gotta read your book. I'm gonna buy that $30 book.
Yeah, man.
I'm buying it this week.
Yeah.
I'm getting that book because I am losing, man, since I've been divorced.
Yes. Well, hold up. How long you been divorced?
About a good 5 years now, and I was married 6 years.
So, yeah, man. It's about
high school.
I'm telling you, when you read my book, you never be the same again. Never.
I heard you always plugging it. I'm like, they keep plugging it.
And
I heard you the other night. You said read it 3 to 4, 5 times.
Yeah.
Even like the other guy who does the dating thing.
But yeah, I'm telling you.
Times in one.
Yeah, I'm telling you. A lot of people have said this. They called my book the Bible. That's what they said. That's what they said. I ain't said that. I'm telling you, you never see women the same again. Because it's not so much about women. It's really about you. Everything starts with you, and it's gonna end with you. That's how it is. That's how this world really works. It's not. It's everything. You have all the answers inside you. You just have to condition your mind on how to go about doing things. That's all. That's all, really.
Okay. Okay, the other night you said it was my energy about the fat girls.
Yeah.
I'm giving off that energy.
Yeah. I mean, if you,
I'm giving off that energy.
Yeah, everybody gives off energy. Everyone gives off a certain type of vibe, whether you're aware of it or not.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start running a couple of laps. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna do football 2 days till I get back super in shape.
Yeah,
and I'm not that far away. I'm just a couple pounds off. And I'm looking for that slim gym type chick that just be the world and rocks my world.
Oh, you popping iron? You lift weights?
Yeah, I'm fixing to start running 2 miles every day in the morning, 2 miles at night.
Oh, that's good, man.
Somebody totally fluctuate.
That's good, man. That's good.
That keeps me totally fluctuated. And that's what I need. I need the girl who's supposed to match my reflection or what. And I'm getting these fat girls, man, and I don't like that no more. That's not my thing. And I want them to grow. I want them to lose weight too, but I can't force them. So I'm trying to make the thing right. So that's where I'm at. I don't want the girls to hit the wall. I want the girls who are in shape, trying to do things and can service me right, like I service them.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
I know they can be good.
No doubt, man.
So I appreciate this time that you gave me, man. Appreciate this, man. Been watching you for a couple of years now. So I love it, man, and thank you. Thank you for your information, man. I'm gonna get the book. But indeed, I just want to. My thing about when you said the wall thing, I just want to let anybody else out there know if you treat the girl that has hit the wall, treat her like she's brand new or she's just as good as the new chick, she's still gonna play you.
Yeah, because she's broken. She's broken.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's broken in 1,000 pieces.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
So she's doing you a favor. That woman did you a favor. You just didn't realize it.
That's what my ex-wife said too. She said, "I'm doing you a favor." She didn't sue me. She didn't.
Yeah. Look.
I gave her the house, but
look. If people,
I'm done.
Yeah. If people walk out of your life, especially if they walk out with ease, they doing you a favor.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? See, we need to focus on the people that want to be around us instead of focus on the people that want to leave. That's what we do a lot. We tend to focus on the people. We trying to hold on to people and let them go. The hell with them. They want to go, bye. If the people that focus on the people that want to be down with us. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Real talk. I'm loving that. I'm loving that. But hey, Sharp Gang, one more thing about the girls that have guys.
What about them?
You said it's not worth me cutting in.
Oh, you talking about last night when I said, hey man, I don't recommend them. I don't recommend that. If you want to smash, hey man, knock yourself out and keep it moving. But I wouldn't recommend you try to take another man's woman. Forget all that. You just take it on.
So many of them, they all got the same. All of them I meet, they all got somebody.
You just taking. Look, if you take another man, woman, you just taking on another headache. That's all you doing.
Right. And I would love the last 3 chicks I had. I was glad that the guy took them off my hand.
Yeah.
I'm giving them up.
Look, cause
I'm like, thank you.
Because you can look if you want to smash another man, woman, hey, knock yourself out, man. You know, I'm not the moral police.
Yes, but leave it at that.
Exactly.
Try to do the relationship.
Exactly. So, all right, thanks for calling, man.
This problem.
Thanks for calling.
Hey, I appreciate you, Sean.
All right.
I'm back home. All right.
Yeah. Your mama's cup of tea. Most bras have been ran through. Y'all got to get out of that innocent shit. Yeah, a lot of, I would say most of them have been ran through in the late 30s and 40s, 50s. Real life. She couldn't got dildo. What's up? Wait, you can't believe what I'm hearing. You can't believe what you're hearing. What you can't believe you're hearing. Yeah, get that book. ASAP. Hey, your mama's cup of tea. Did you buy any of my books? And if so, what did you think about it? And P.S. and by the way, anybody that ever bought any of my books, I would appreciate it if you left me a review on Amazon. I think I had to get that out. I'm repairing my game. I hear you, Immaculate Works. I hear you, man. You don't necessarily gotta repair your game. You just gotta do what some people call rebrand yourself. That's all. Rebrand yourself. Everyone has to do that. I would say every every 10 to 15 years, I would say. Every man and woman should like rebrand themselves. So, like who you are in the 20s, by the time you hit mid 30s, you're probably gonna get some new clothes. And then when you're in the late 40s, you're probably gonna get some new clothes. You probably have to might change your haircut. I don't know. It's up to you. Listen to that little voice. Exactly. Listen to your instincts. Listen to your instincts. Ain't nothing women got other than cat that would make them even remotely visible to my eyes, and even then I don't sweat them. Cut it out, man. You gotta get past how she looked first to get to the cat. So knock it off. So hey, like this video. Get the likes up. Share this video. Louisiana just got here to Dallas, so I gotta deal with her in the next hour. Actually, man, when it comes to the at some point, some guys get tired of just smashing women all the time. Yeah, I know. I got to at one point. I got to a point where I was tired of just meeting different women and dealing with different personalities. So what I started doing is I'll have a cabana of women, like a stable of women, and I just stick with them through years and years and years. And every once in a while, every couple of years, one might leave, might get married, or move, whatever. Then I'll add a new one to the stable, to my cabana. That's what I started doing. I started doing this like 10 years ago. Because I got tired of just having to rehash and meet different women all the time. I mean, I can meet them, but I'm not going to get close to everybody. That's all I'm saying. So what I started doing is I stick with the same women. I don't let, as far as getting them, being close to them. And I started building with these women. So it wasn't just about sex. It became much bigger than sex. And the ones that didn't want to build, well, they had to go. I started doing this like 10 years ago. Yep, business. Yep. 3 to 5 was cool with me, and that getting aggravated at the time. Yeah, I would say, me personally, I would say, yeah, I'd say 3 to 5 is good. 3 to 5 is good because I look at it like this. I'll have, say, 3 in my town where I live at. I'll have 2 of them out of town. So I said 3 to 5 is pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, 3 to 5 is pretty good. But even with that 3 to 5, I'm meeting women all the time. But I'm not getting close to these women, though. I don't. They don't know anything about me. Especially if you live in a big city. You live in a big city, you don't want to get people close to you so fast. Because you don't know anything about them. Because a lot of people in big cities tend to be scandalous. So that's, that's what I do. Now I know some guys, they'll have like one main woman and one on the side. But that hasn't worked out too well for me. It doesn't work that well, Especially today, another thing you have to you should think about. All right, Walter, take it easy. Another thing, women today aren't what they used to be back in the day. So there's just some people. This is just me. I could be wrong about this, but there's some people. I don't think they have the mental capacity to do certain things. I believe that. I believe, like, if certain things happen, there's some people, they just lose it. They can't handle it mentally because it's just too much pressure on them. It's too much for them to handle. This is why it takes a village today. It takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to have a business. It takes a village to have almost anything you can think of long term. It takes a team. It takes a team. It's this old guy told me years ago. He said, if you want to go fast, go by yourself. But if you want to go and last for a long time, move with a group, move with a team. Now, back then, that didn't make any sense to me. But as I got older, it started to make sense. Because nobody is doing anything massive in today's time by themselves. There's no such thing as a self-made millionaire. There's no real true success just by yourself. It doesn't work like that. No, it doesn't work like that. Even if you get married, even if you have a long-time girlfriend or a long-time boyfriend, y'all still need support. You still gonna need support, some type of support, some type of help from somebody. You can't be together for 20, 40, 50 years with no support from anybody. As a couple, as a company, as a business. It's not going to happen. Maybe in a fairy tale world, yeah. But in reality, Can't happen. And a lot of people don't understand this because they're so selfish. They you know, they tend to think, as long as I got my job, I got a couple of dollars coming in, I'm going to work, kissing the boss's ass, I'm screwing around with the boss, I got a car, I got a place to live, I'm good. But that's a very short-sighted way of living. That's short-lived. You can't. It's not gonna go anywhere. You're gonna be stagnant. It's like a glass ceiling. But a lot of those same people can't see it. They can't see the vision. And in a lot of books, a lot of holy books, even the Bible, they say, without a vision, the people perish. It's true. You had no vision, the people, you will perish. You will self-destruct. It's true. I'm not a Bible thumper, but that's true. I think it might say the same thing. It says the same thing in the Quran, but in a different way. But yeah, it takes relationships is a business. Relationships is political. Whether you like it or not, it is. You might not see it that way because you're all into your feelings. But it is. Because if you don't have relationships, you have nothing. You have nothing. If somebody didn't have relationships, you wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. You already know marriage is a business. Everybody know that. That's why you got to sign the marriage certificate. Anything you have to sign, that's a business deal. That's a contract. So this is why you have to be careful what you sign. That's how they get you too. Whatever you sign, you agree. You can't back out later and be like, oh, I didn't know what I was signing. No, you signed it. This is why they'll have you get things notarized. They have a witness. You signed it, and the person that notarized it signed it and stamped. Bam! So you can't come back later and say, hey, I didn't know what I was doing, this and that. No, you got it notarized. You paid to get it notarized. 9 times out of 10, unless you went to a bank, plus you signed it. So it's business, man. Big business, too. Marriage is big business. Oh, man. If you don't believe it, try to get a divorce. And another thing, it's easy to get anything that's easy to get in is hard to get out. That's like a trap. Yeah, man. That's like a trap, man. Gotta be careful. Whatever you sign, you have to commit. You have to commit to it. Otherwise, you playing yourself. And see, a lot of women in this society, they kind of use divorce as kind of like, oh, I made a mistake. You know, oh, I need child support. I had a baby. I can't afford it. I need child support now. They kind of support women's bad decision making of being irresponsible. But us guys, we can't really play that game. We'll end up in jail. We can't play that game that well. You know, the only way we can play that game, we need a woman. We need a woman to play that game. But we can't play that game directly. We'll end up in jail. We don't get no pat on the back. No. No. Yeah, any questions, call up. 800-315-8203. Yeah, we can't play the game women play. That doesn't work for us that well. Some guys try to play that game. This is why a lot of guys I know, they always striving for influence, power, status, because they can do more, attain more. And in some aspects, get away with more. Because a lot of guys look at it like, if I have more status, I can get away with stuff that a person of lower status don't have a chance to get away with, which is true in some aspects. That does happen. That does happen. Sometimes it's who you know, who you're related to, who you rolling with, who you rocking with, who you associated with. That does make a difference sometimes. You know, because we live in a society where who you with, whether you're a Democrat, a Republican, independent, whether you're a frat brother, you're in some type of sorority, or that stuff does matter. You know, or maybe your family had ties to the mob. Maybe you have a police family. Everyone are cops in your family. Whatever, that stuff does help. It does come in. It comes into play sometimes, no doubt about it. But sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't pay at all. You know, but maybe your dad is a judge, your mom's a district attorney, or maybe they used to be. That helps sometimes. But a lot of people abuse it. They abuse their power. They abuse their authority. They abuse their influence. And that has a lot to do with just living in this society, living in this country. But if you have a certain level of influence, status, power, you have to have enough integrity not to abuse it. And it's easy to say, well, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. But in the moment, you have to have the discipline to be like, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to do that. And that discipline comes along with standards, morals, principles, things that you're willing to stand on regardless. Because, if you have no standards, have no discipline, it's going to be a very painful road for you. Because see, everything is already corrupt. We already know that already. Everything you thought about being the way it is growing up, it don't work that way. You name any category, 9 times out of 10, it ain't like that. So the only other thing, you can't control all that stuff around you. You can't, unless you have a group of people with clout in society. Unless you rolling with a group of people, they got clout, or maybe it could be one person in a power position got clout. Okay, maybe you can make something happen that way. But for most people, they ain't got it like that. So the only other thing only other asset you can have is to discipline yourself. That's it. You almost have to be disciplined because the traps has already been set for you to lose. And we want to win. We don't want to lose. But see, a lot of times, a lot of guys, men and women, they assume that they're supposed to win. But no, you're supposed to lose. That's like a lot of people talk about the system a lot. The system is corrupt. The system is broken. No. The system is doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's working perfectly. It ain't broken. The school system ain't broken. The education system ain't broken. The jail system, prison system ain't broken. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing. It works perfectly. Most people just assume that it's supposed to be doing something else. For whatever reason. I don't know why they just assume. They just think so highly of these organizations and these corporations. They think so highly of these corporations. I don't know why. They give these corporations the benefit of the doubt. The school system too. I don't give anybody, any corporation the benefit of the doubt until proven otherwise. I don't know these people from a can of paint. I don't know where most of these corporations came from. So why would I give them the benefit of the doubt? But you probably do. I'm not saying you're right and I'm wrong. all I'm saying is I know how things really work out here. I figured out a long time ago, things aren't the way I thought it would be. Or at least the way I thought it's supposed to be. I figured this out 25 years ago, 30 years ago. And I didn't even know what was going on. I don't know what was going on, but I know something going on because I'm getting a lot of pushback. That's what I knew. I figured this out 30 years ago. Whatever's going on, I don't got nothing to do with it. And I'm getting a lot of pushback. And how the heck do I maneuver around the chaos? So the best asset I came up with was focusing on myself and having enough discipline and skills to maneuver without being eaten by the sharks. So that's what I did. So whenever you hear me speak, whenever you read any of my stuff, my blog, books, etc., what you're hearing is somebody that's with wit, charm, charisma, experience. Not somebody that's read a couple books, went to college, and just threw something together, and then I come on here and just make up something that somebody else said. No. I don't talk about anything that I haven't done or experienced or seen. Never. Yeah, I never. If I don't know how to do something, or if I've never done it, or I have very little knowledge of it, I don't speak about it at all. So when you see me, that's what you hear. So hey, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share it with everybody that you know. Your brother, your sister, your cousin, everybody. Everybody could learn something from this video. And check out my Patreon. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.